Hey man, the inmates are running the asylum. We got Baylor the Greats in the building. What's going on, BTG?
Yeah, we on the wrong show though.
We on the Chicago show, right?
Yeah, we definitely on the wrong show
What,
Chicago Bulls
what do
show.
you? Why do you say that?
because you just
Because you made an
introduced
announcement,
your
Chicago
show.
Bulls.
You just introduced the Chicago show.
Did I say welcome to the breaks rate? Oh fuck.
Yeah, and then finished it up with the with the lady of the podcast. She not here. I was damn.
Wow,
Breaks
I
radio.
feel you, bro.
Breaks radio though.
The breaks. We're here at the breaks radio. Like, damn. Listen, I got too many fucking shows. Red wine connoisseurs in the building. What's going on, Marquis?
I'm great. I'm great. Congratulations, my brother.
Oh man, listen. I'm not announcing it yet. I'm just gonna wait till it's on, and I'm just gonna retweet the shit. But that shit's
Why
crazy.
not?
Hey,
I mean, you might as well make the announcement so they're gonna see the episode tomorrow anyway.
I let the work speak for itself, man. I let the work speak for itself.
So congratulations, superstar.
So we got some topics to talk about tonight. First off, we listen. Joe Budden loses more and more credibility with me almost every time he opens his mouth. Joe Budden has said and argues that Future should be considered right up there with Drake, Kanye West, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. My brothers, who wants to take this one away first?
Well, I think it's a troll job, and I think he's stealing it from B Dot.
Mm.
Every year when B Dot comes out with his list, Button is the first in line to explain to everybody that there's a bit of trolling and there's a bit of truth to the way he structures the list, et cetera, et cetera. And then he knows how much attention that list gets. And Joe Budden doesn't have to do it, but he does it from time to time. Well, he'll throw out a reach, he'll do extra, he'll get animated for the attention. Remember, one of B Dot's lists had him on like high up on the list, which went viral at one point and brought his name into a lot of people's mouths that may didn't know much about him. But no, I think this is a high troll job unless he really likes Future like that. But I don't think anybody is siding with him on that one except for uh, the younger cats in that bracket
All right,
that listen to him.
makes sense, Marquis.
I just thought about something. For context, um, I can almost see why he would say that. So if you look at the rappers he spoke about, Drake, Kanye, Jay, those are Nas is basically saying that's Big, him, and Jay, right? And if you have other rappers that you would tie to that are probably more cult related, I can see how Future would be on that list when it comes to the drug culture, the influence that slur rap or whatever. He kind of is the reason for all that. So in a strange way, I can see why that statement would ring true. We don't appreciate it because we don't listen to his or like his music that much, but the dude drops a shitload of albums. He has a cult following, and he did influence a lot of the hip hop that is the shit that's in our hip hop today. So I kind of understand the statement.
Okay.
Again, I don't agree with it from my personal perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but from that cultural perspective, I can see how that would be true.
That's a fair and objective way to look at it. Like to say that to say that Future hasn't affected the culture would be a gross understatement and a flat out false statement. So I all right, you made an argument to where you can make some of this make some type of sense. So I would say I understand where you're coming from with that.
I mean, the dude did an album with Drake, and he was popping before that. He didn't get outshined. Well, I can't say anybody's gonna get outshined by Drake, but again, you know what I'm saying. So hey, talk to you niggas.
All right, move on to the next topic. Busta Rhymes.
Really quick, should he change his name to the past right now? Like it's kind of over. No, I got a present for him. Sorry, go ahead.
Busta Rhymes has revealed that his next album, his 11th studio album, is complete. I mean, we've talked a lot about Nas and his resurgence. Sometimes we forget that Busta kind of kicked it off. I believe Essential Level Event 2 dropped before King's Disease 1. And
Yep.
what do you think about Busta? Now Nas has dropped 2 more albums since then, but what do you think about Busta and his 11th album? And are we looking forward to it? Do we think it lives up to what was set forth with Extinction Level Event 2? Marquis, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm hopeful. Busta doesn't do whack shit. I think the stuff that he did that we considered mediocre, was more kind of a FOMO attempt because a lot of production was changed. There was a lot of DJ Khaled with what's that other on my back on my BS the conglomerate kind of thing where like he wanted to get a click, change up his sound a little bit. When he tried to fit in, that's when he doesn't stand out. So if this is one of those albums following ELE2 where there's content, subject matter is actually prevalent, I think this could be a great album. Remember that first album was 15 songs deep, then he added a deluxe one and it made 22 songs. He had like a black deluxe. They made it 32 songs, and the shit was still dope. You know what I mean? So I don't think these are throwaway tracks that he's putting on this album. This probably is a whole new entire album, and I can't imagine it being whack. And if he's as hungry as he is on his IG, it might be dope. And I know he's gonna have some guest features. More than likely, Nas is gonna be on there. There's gonna be some dope niggas up there. He's gonna bring back some people, but overall, I'm hopeful. I'm just gonna say that I'm hopeful.
Okay, hopeful is fair. Hopeful is fair. Baylor, what about you?
Yeah, I think if he does fit in, I hope he just fits in with the right crowd. I thought when Snoop came out a couple of years ago, I thought that album was pretty solid. But I think Nas set the bar. You know what I mean? And the production on Bust's last album wasn't bad at all. And I know every time we bring up an artist from the 90s, we kind of hesitate because we don't know what they're going to come with. But now Nas has shown them niggas the way. I think he doesn't have to necessarily sound like Nas, but if he gets in that space that he was in, then he can't lose. He's one of the top lyricists of all time. We just don't talk about that as much as we talk about him being animated and things like that. But like I said, if the production is there, we know he's gonna have the content. It just depends on how the track is constructed and delivered. Honestly, you know what I mean. So
with your permission, Baylor, I want to kind of I would say Busta set the bar, Nas raised the bar because ELE2 came out before it. We didn't expect that. He set the bar. I mean, if it wasn't for Nas, I would have given him album of the year, hip hop album of the year.
I can agree with that if you're just talking about those two, but I didn't have his album as the best album of the year, even if Nas didn't drop.
Hip hop album of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I had him up there because I mean they dropped around the same time. It was. Bus was in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah,
November.
I think it was maybe like 3 weeks between the two.
He was nominated. Yeah. They both were nominated for hip hop albums of the year.
Yeah. And it was a couple of songs. It was a couple of songs that I liked, but as far as like setting the bar, I mean, those honestly, when you think about it, is there anybody else from their class that can help with the bar? It was only them two, right?
Yeah.
We're not looking for Jay.
Jada could.
But Jada, to me, Jada is one of those superheroes that stands alone. He's not an X-Man. He's not. He that nigga is just. He's by himself. Like almost. He can almost be the villain that we grew to love, that we understand. But to me, it's like he different. I just set him aside. I don't even.
I mean, all three of them are different. I give you that. I mean, Common came out too. Like these are rappers. With not most stuff. Black Thought came out. You know what I mean? So there are the rappers.
But and those when you bring up and to me, if we was to rank all of them, Common would be at the very bottom of that list. That's not to say that's not a diss, but he's also a cat that I set to the side. Him, who else did you just say?
Black Thought.
Yeah. Black Thought is the one that you set to the side because you put those because they go in individually. Like they to me, I think if you put all bias aside, Black Thought kill 97% of the game.
Yeah,
that's Jada. Absolutely. That's Jada. That's Common or whatever. Those cats is like it's a cheat code, but not everybody is hip to it yet. At least a lot of younger cats or whatever. And the reason why I separated them from Bus and Nas is because it just feels like a different type of energy. It's like these two are still trying to make albums. The other three we just said pop up here and there or a part of group.
Common had back-to-backs. He had like four albums in 5 years.
I fell asleep on all of them. No disrespect.
that's
There you go.
that's
I
been
remember you thought one of them was.
that's been Baylor's
Go ahead.
thing with Common. Like Common is good nap time music for Baylor. Oh, I thought Baylor was gonna follow that up. He just looked like, yeah,
My
motherfucker.
bad. My
Oh
bad.
yeah.
All right, moving on. Next topic. And so, Marquis, why did you allow your rapper report card list to drop and blame it on Cool Mo D? Because I swear to God, when I saw this list, I was like, did Marquis make this list? This feels like a Marquis type thing. Baylor, did you get to see this rapper report card list that went viral a little bit?
I did, and I damn near called it. I called it bias. I
Mm,
called it East Coast bias for a minute until it got to the end, which it really doesn't save it from not being biased. But I at that point I'm like I'm confused with the list now because one name threw me off after I looked at all the grades and all the artists I was a part of it.
mm. Okay. Okay.
So it seemed like it was heavy toward well, majority of the names were East Coast, and then I purposely checked to see if there was some West Coast and Southern hip hop artist names on here, and there was. And so when I seen Master P's and I seen this grade, I'm like, all right, well let me go down, let me see, and then it didn't. I thought it was biased until I got the Mystical, and I think Mystical got a great grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that just confused the shit out of me right there.
that's fair. That's fair. Marquis.
Nigga, this was not my list. First off, how does nigga get like an A plus? I'm sorry. Vocabulary, bro. Nas at an 8 for vocabulary, dude. And then he put Rakim as a B. Respectfully, look, this is one thing that I'll always say: when you can't measure us, the audience can't measure true influence, gravitas like an actual artist can. So you will appreciate an artist's perspective when it comes to other artists. But when you put things like vocabulary, present, whatever his other categories that we could measure, yeah, nigga, you wildin', bro. First off, again, I do agree with Lauren. I do agree that Lauren should be up there. Um, he lost me, but he lost me when he said you can't say Mystical is one of the most. He said Mystical is the most underrated MC lyrically, blah blah blah, and his favorite songs of all time is "Shake Your Ass." Like, come on, that kind of contradicts
That's what
everything
I'm
you're saying right
saying,
there.
bro.
That contradicts
Yeah.
everything you're saying. So, that Kumo D trying or attempting to do it, and he spelled Buster. He spelled Rakim's name wrong. Like, bro, what's your? All right, I'm not even nitpicking everything like that, but again, come on, Kumo D, bro. I don't agree with his ranking.
Hey, what was
He
LL?
listed Tretch. He listed Tretch above Nas.
What was LL's grade?
Vocabulary. LL was up there. He was I think an A, not
Okay.
an A minus, but he was an A. But he put LL over Rakim.
Mm.
Hey,
You understand what I'm saying?
when they get to shit like that, I'd be like, look, that was semi before my time, and that's not my backyard.
But when he got to the '90s, and you're right, some of that was extremely biased because there's a lot of artists that he didn't put up there. So he had X in there, he had Bust and the rest of them. There was no Too Short, there was no Scarface.
No, Too Short
this
was on there.
was
That's
he?
why, yeah. And his grade and Master P was like low. They were like C's.
I wonder what E40's grade would have been. Yo, that had to be either A plus plus or an F minus. You feel me? As far as vocabulary is concerned, because the dude made up his own shit.
If Too Short was I want to say a C plus or something like that, then I don't even want to see E40s. They be hating on my guy too, man. That's crazy.
I don't know. Like, you're not. How do you authority on this shit? Like, you lost in battle LL. That's another thing. He lost in battle LL.
And that's why I brought up LL because I went to
Too
see
Short
LL
was
grade.
ranked above Black Thought, by the way. Just FYI on that.
So
Let's wrap
here's
this.
So here's the thing, though. I'm not mad at it because B Dot is doing the same thing every year. So everybody has their opinion. The problem is Is he being real about it, or is it just being biased?
Gave himself 97, a 90 fucking 7.
Hey, Marquise, if you turn on 2K right now,
Real.
if you turn on 2K right now, and you go ahead and create yourself with all the attributes in the world, are you gonna create yourself lower than what you want?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to create myself, but I'm not going to put myself above Nas, Lauryn Hill, and the rest of these. Rock him and the rest of them. I'm sorry. It's like putting me in 2K, putting Kobe, Jordan, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Why did Puff Daddy make the list?
Yo, why is his grade so high? That's why I'm mad.
Puff Daddy got a B. He got a B.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Why is he even on the list, bro? He's never written for himself. And they never gave him something that was too hard to do.
And I feel like my brain missed this because I looked over this heavily before I sent this. Literally, it was God. I literally looked over to this list and Puffy's name stood out there, and I'm like, wait a second, what? And he's ranked above Cannabis, above Foxy, above Lil' Kim, above Mac 10. Come on, man. He was high when he made this 90s list, bro. He
put DMX above Jay.
No, he wasn't. Jay-Z ranked above DMX. Oh, no, you're right. Shit.
That's debatable, bro. It's not.
But at that time, though. Oh, man, I don't know. This list is crazy, bro.
DMX was on Jay-Z's tour.
I get it.
That's just wild, man. This shit is wild.
Because
man, listen. Shout out to Kool Mo D.
The fact that you said that Black Boy.
Yeah. That shit's crazy. All right, we gotta move the fuck on. Let's get.
I'm gonna put my list together.
We need to all do our rappers report card list for the 2000s rappers, 2000s and 2010s rappers. We got to do that.
Oh Jesus, that's a headache.
Oh, you got to do it.
Yeah, they gonna call me a hater.
Fuck them. Who gives a damn? Fuck them. Nobody gives a fuck what they think.
You said the 2000 and 2010.
Yeah, 2000s. A list for a report card for the 2000s and a report card for the 2010s.
Bad. I'm gonna start working on
it. All right.
Yep.
Bet. Send me the criteria.
All right, let's move on. We got some new.
Wait. Real quick, is that by album or when they came out?
Let's do when they came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cos. Come on, bro. Okay.
All right. Cordae Chronicles. First of all, I'm going to start this one off. People have been saying for the longest that Cordae is one of the rappers of this generation who actually can rap and can do some shit. And I've never liked him before. Never really cared for him. Whatever. I wouldn't have even listened to the song if my daughter didn't ask me to listen to this. You guys know my daughter's a young lyrical princess. And I will say this. I didn't hate this song at all. I didn't hate it. Like I see why people say he has potential now. I won't say that it's been realized yet to me, but I can understand why people see something in this young man. Baylor, go ahead.
Which song were you talking
Chronicles.
about? I listened to 3. Oh, I don't think I listened to that one at all.
Because Chronicles isn't available.
It's not available. You got to find the snip that he released. Okay. I should have attached the link. That's my fault. I should have attached the link.
Yeah, I did listen to the other one.
Okay, we'll review that one then. We'll do that one then. Go
ahead. The song with Lil Wayne and the song with Roddy Ricch. Mm-hmm. They sound great.
Okay,
I'm talking about great. And when I tell you, I'm probably worse than you. I'm like, I know I've heard him rap before, and I'm like, he's all right. He sound like he needs a little bit more years. Like if you attach like 10 more years onto him, mm-hmm. that nigga's gonna be dangerous. I think it's just gonna be the experience, maybe, But from the 3 songs that I've listened to, that's only available on there. That shit sound good. It sound real good. It sound promising.
Okay.
So, like you, I wasn't really a fan of his. The one with Lil Wayne, to me, it sounded like he tried to play chess with Lil Wayne lyrically. This is probably one of the best approaches I've heard from him ever. Some of the rest of his content, I'm not really into it, but again, it seems like he stepped his level up to match Lil Wayne. And the Roddy Ricch one is dope too. The first single, I really wasn't that big on it, but
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, it's like he has the potential, but he might suffer from that Meek Mill thing, just around the wrong crowd to fit in.
Okay.
But the one with Lil Wayne was dope. Lyrically, it's dope. I do want to hear the new one, but that was fire. Like, he was killing it.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of you, it sounded like he did his verse first, and then Lil Wayne was like, "Oh, he's serious."
Yeah, because Wayne actually, you can tell Wayne.
Yeah,
back to lyrics. Like, he was doing. He was like, "Yo, I got to rap now."
Yeah, for real.
Like, he dusted his mic off.
And the Roddy Ricch track got a nice like a nice little vibe to it.
Yeah.
If you hear the production, that shit is very mellow. It's solid. The other one that we went too high on, I want to go back to that one just to hear what he got to say, because it sounded like he was getting some shit off. I didn't like the production though.
Okay, that's fair.
I know he got a track with M on it. That's gonna be
I seen that.
I'm very interested. I'm extremely interested in that.
And chat, let's give hats off to Eminem for finally doing the thing that we've been saying he should do, like working with these younger artists. It seems like he's starting to do that more and get features, and that's a good spot for him. And I think he's gonna thrive in that. Like, not to say that that's all he can thrive in, but I just wanted to acknowledge him doing that now, because I think we've been saying that for like a year or more, that he should be doing that.
Yeah.
He's doing a better job. I mean, with Jordan Lucas and everything, he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, him and somebody need to knock on 3 Stacks' door and tell that nigga to get in the same.
Bruh. I don't know, man. See, this motherfucker comes. He's like Lauren. Comes just bless us with a crazy ass verse. We miss him and he's gone with a flute and shit.
Yeah, there's another guy I'm gonna mention towards the end when we get to the last couple of topics that I think is deadly as well, that you got to set him aside.
Okay.
M's supposed to be coming out with an album.
Really?
Yeah, there's a rumor that Dre's been doing a lot of production, and everybody's kind of subtly waiting or the buzz on it.
It won't surprise me. M's last 2, maybe 3 albums he kind of just dropped randomly. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
All right.
And Kamikaze before that.
Yeah. We got to get into Black People Like Rock too. Marquis, what do you got for us this week?
I mean, in the vein of rock and white people shit, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are engaged in sealed union by drinking each other's blood. Is that not some rock shit?
Listen, like I texted you when you sent me this shit, white people do the darnest things. And that's all I got to say about that. That's hopefully a long, fruitful marriage for the two of them. That's all I can say with that.
I hope they got tested.
Oh, y'all white. Okay.
Hey, y'all remember the episode of Simpsons when they told Homer that he had every disease known to man, but like they were kind of balancing each other out, and that's why he was able to stay alive? Like, I feel like that's Machine Gun Kelly. Like, he just looks like he has every disease known to man, but because of that, they're just in perfect synergy, and he's able to operate as a fully functioning human.
Hey, I can honestly say this about him. He seems like he at least attempting to live his life.
By drinking blood.
And he's not leaving that. He's not leaving that. He's not leaving that genre. Period. He's not that side.
Yeah.
That
he's
white
racist, right?
Yeah, he's not leaving that side because it's too much money over
there. Yeah, that's a lot of money to be made over there. That's why. Listen, that's why he was finally able to release his non-rap album. He's like, you know what? Fuck you niggas. That is literally what Machine Gun Kelly said.
Hey, I'm out, bro.
He's like, I've been giving you motherfuckers bars for years. I had a beef with Eminem, and y'all left. Fuck you niggas. That's exactly what Machine Gun Kelly said. And for those who said that MGK won that beef, that man left rap. Eminem won that. That's all I'm gonna say with that one.
I have to give you a career to destroy it. Yo, he's gonna have a new album, right? And Mike Tyson's gonna open it. It's gonna be called White Boy Thumber.
SUMMERTH.
Oh man. Moving on. Let's get into our TV and film section. Now, we're not gonna do Power Book 2 without Mary, but we do got 2 trailers that we can talk about. Y'all want to talk about the Power Force trailer first or the Bel-El trailer first?
Go in order.
All right. Power Force Tommy spinoff coming sooner than we think. I think they said it's debuting at the end of February.
February 3rd or something like that.
Oh shit! It's okay. I cannot wait for this show. I cannot wait. The fact I could have sworn when Power ended, it said he was going to California, but this show is actually going to be with him in Chicago. Which, I mean, Chicago makes sense for the type of thing, and Chicago's very similar to New York in some ways, so it makes sense there. But I don't know. I was really looking forward to seeing him in Cali, but outside of that, everything about this trailer was spot on to me.
Personally, I'd rather him be in Chicago.
Okay.
If you think about it, if you think about the gangs or the mafia that's in Chicago versus California, if he was in California, he was in LA, I'm sorry, he might get murdered like right away. Like you can't get away with some shit in California that this motherfucker did. So I think it might be better to be in Chicago. To me, this looks like a lot less drama and more bodies, and I'm in for it. Like book 2 is just, I'm sorry, annoying as fuck. It's annoying. Everybody, it's like a novella. So it's a novella. It's annoying. This one looks like bodies will drop, and I'm good with that.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
All right.
I was disappointed because I wanted to see a different culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see how he was going to operate under a totally different coast. But I'm still here for it because I also want to see, and we don't know if we're going to get it or not, but anywhere you go, I want to see the culture. And when I say the culture, I mean the roots. You can talk about the mafia, the mob, etc. all you want, but I need to see some Chief Keeps running around. For real though.
I got a question for you, if we're gonna go there. How do you think he would survive in LA?
I think it would have been dope. I think it would have been dope whether he went to the Bay Area or came down here in LA. I think it would have been dope to see him interact with the gangs. But like I said, we about to get all. I think this is going to be Gotham City in real life.
You think that white boy they would allow that white boy to get away with? He's doing in LA.
I think when you're on a certain level, in the drug game, I don't think you deal with the niggas that I'm talking about. But I think because of our culture, you have to cross paths with them. I would love to see a Power cross path with a Snowfall. That should be crazy right there. And it doesn't have to be clashing of the culture. It could be one person that's introduced or involved in a different culture to see how he operates within the drug game. That's it. I just wanted to see a different dynamic.
I got that, but it seems like he's not a drug dealer. He's more just like I'm taking over, doing what I need to do. Is it? He
reminds me of Jadakiss. He reminds me of a man that can go on a mission by himself. That's why
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like he's in the drug game. It's more he's just a bag man. Like
But I think but the game remains the same though, and I feel like that Chicago look is going to be very similar to the New York look. The grittiness, the buildings, the skyscrapers,
see, that's the thing that because I wanted to see a completely different, like Power has been in New York, right? It's dark, it's ugly. I wanted to see the Cali sun. I wanted to see what Tommy Egan was like getting away from that type of setting. I get what you're saying, right? And it does. You can move Tommy from New York to Chicago and it makes sense, especially considering his ties to the Irish mafia and being in Chicago. So that may be a storyline that they plan on going with sometimes, and that makes sense. But I was just really looking forward to seeing him in Cali. That's it. But I understand I agree with everything you're saying. Like storyline wise, it makes a lot of sense for it to be Chicago.
Yeah, excited about it though. We got a lot of shit coming up within the next month.
Don't forget
a lot of shit.
Yeah, Snowfall still.
Yeah.
Snowfall. I'm there.
So, all right, this next one, Bel Air, a dark and gritty take, a more dramatic take on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Not going to be as comedic. Will Smith is involved in this. We talked about the trailer when it did drop, that random trailer that the director put together. Then Will Smith got eyes on and decided to be involved in a reimagining of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. What did you guys make of this trailer?
Is it TV mature or TV 14 though? Because that's a huge difference.
What network is this? No, I'm serious. I don't know what network is actually airing this.
It's gonna be on Peacock.
Peacock Plus, yeah.
Peacock gonna let it, and Peacock gonna let it fly. Peacock got Halloween Kills.
Yeah, so yeah, it could be TV in May.
I just want to know it because I want to get prepared for it to know what I'm about to get into, because we know we're getting the more grittier, darker side of Bel Air, and then you can also see that from the trailer. But how far would it go? Would it be a drip of blood? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Will they, will it be a gunshot and then the screen goes blank? That kind of matters, But again, we already know Will Smith is gonna play it safe. He wants to do what he really wants to do, but he can't go overboard because of his image. So, I can see this being 14, maybe mature.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. I don't see anything about that within it's. So yeah, I don't see anything about that as of right now. So I don't know what it's going to be.
I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I love the melanin in it.
Yeah, I'm.
Three things right away. I appreciate the dark skin, the dark tone. I do appreciate that they avoided the stereotype of Hillary.
Yo, I like
and
it. Yeah.
It really seems. It seems like it's what All Americans should have been. All Americans 2 Beverly Hills 90210. This seems a little bit more grittier and real and authentic, if you will. Like if this did happen, if it wouldn't be funny, it would be just like this. Every scene that I've seen, as far as the gang, the how he's treated in a prep, then like basically they're telling him be you, and that's the only way you're gonna make it. Be you. Don't try to fit in. And that's what he did. And from the trailer, from the 3 minutes I've seen, I'm actually excited for it. This is one of those shows I will watch weekly.
Yeah, because the show, I'm not gonna lie to you. Those personalities were real, but not as normal as people think it is. You know what I mean? Just from this trailer, I can't wait for it to come out because I want to see how accurate it is, because I've been around well-off Black families, and they do carry themselves in a certain way. And if they nail it on this one, I'll come back on the show and say, yeah, this was pretty damn accurate.
Yeah. I'm excited that we're getting more and more melanated projects on TV. That's all I can say, and quality ones. Right? Looking at this, you can see that there was money put into this. So,
honestly, when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh no, not another Will Smith! Oh no, this is gonna be one of those corny, almost Aladdin kind of things." But no, I appreciate it.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's it with that one. Next up, last topic of the day: artists that never miss on a feature. This is a topic that Baylor brought up weeks ago. Finally got to work it in. Baylor, since this was your topic, I'm gonna give it to you first on this one. Who's an artist that never misses when they're featured to you?
Oh, that's easy. We just finished bringing up one of the names. That's Jada. Jada never misses. Fab, obviously. Snoop, and one of my dark horses that I think he can kill majority of the game if you lock him in a room with everybody. That's Most Def.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely put Most Def in there.
Okay.
That's a great call. Snoop, I don't know. He's kind of dropped a couple of times, but I'm not gonna. I gotta ponder on that one. I got to think about it a little bit.
I got M. You got.
I know. I will say Andre 3000.
Well, Andre too. I'm gonna say M, and then surprisingly enough, and people are gonna think I'm crazy for this one, 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz almost never misses on the feature to me.
Yeah. Hey, okay. when you want to talk about artists, no disrespect and whatever, but this is just the views of Baylor. Yo, some niggas need to come off the bench. That doesn't mean that you can't start. I'm just saying you perform better when you come off the bench.
I'm gonna say Nas.
Okay.
I've never heard him on a feature that lyrically, even some of them were maybe just below his bar, but I've never heard a whack Nas verse.
Okay.
And he's always brought it. Yeah.
All right. I mean, hey, it's not a shocker to me. So I mean, I can't hear him there with no love for Lil Wayne.
Yeah. I got all of them on the list. I saved it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah. On a feature?
Lil Wayne is not killing on feature. He does not kill it on features. Yeah. Not all the time.
He drops some doozies. I cannot agree with that one, brother. I cannot.
I'll say this. he has more hotter verses than he has whack verses. I'll agree with that.
Okay.
On other people's
What
shit.
what Wayne feature do you consider whack? Just
I don't know. I probably just forgot it.
okay.
You heard that nigga.
Like,
you heard that nigga
like,
verse
nah.
on. You heard that nigga verse on Jadakiss album Death Wish.
Yeah, no. Again, he has more tracks that he's murdered on others than he has whack ones. I'll put Pusha T up there.
Pusha T. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You just finished saying Lil Wayne came to the come on.
Mm.
And we talking. This is Mr. Miyagi Lil Wayne at this point.
Oh yeah, that for Corday. But again, it's like I just said. It seems like he dusted his mic off to get on the track after he heard his verse. You see what I'm saying? Like, I haven't heard Wayne rap like that in a while.
I think he respects, or I think it's a respect thing, and I think he just get lazy. Because Eminem will do the same thing. Eminem will find a word. Eminem will find a word and find 16 million words that rhymes with that word and get lazy with it.
And this shit still get dope. I'm sorry. Triple, quadruple entendres on everybody's shit. He'll basically take your song, extend it, switch the beat about 40 more bars. That's what M does. And I've never heard a whack M bar.
I got another one. I got another one. Nicki.
I'll agree.
I'll agree with that as well. Okay, I know how we feel about him as an artist, but do we throw Drake in there
as a guest feature?
As a featured artist? He
did have he had a hard verse on the YG track. That shit
you know what? Some people need to come off the bench.
You think Drake need to come off the bench for
me to respect him as like, bruh. He's better on other people's shit than he is on his own shit. Quote me a Drake verse.
A Drake verse?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan like that. And I don't listen to his music like I would listen to Nas music.
No, I get that, but if I hear him on another track, put it this way, I don't listen to his albums. But if I hear him on other people's albums, his verses do shine.
I think he's out because I think he's out to Rick Ross. What's our problem?
Mm-mm.
No,
I can't do it. I don't ever hear him killing it on somebody else's shit.
Oh, and then I got Benny the Butcher too.
Oh fuck yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you that.
Absolutely. In the early 2000s, Ludacris, but then he started falling off. But there was a time period in there which the Luda feature was a certified banger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Busta.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kendrick. I'm surprised we didn't bring that up.
Yeah, Kendrick usually always kills it on features as well. But you know what? Here's the thing that I was saying. The reason why I didn't listen, because when Kendrick is a feature, it almost feels like
nobody's listening to other rappers.
It's like he takes over the song, or he does his own thing on the like Goosebumps. People killed him on the Goosebumps feature because they're like, nobody wanted to hear that on this type of, like, that woke shit on this type of song. But he killed it. He absolutely killed it. It becomes a different song when you put Kendrick on it.
And he does the same thing.
Yeah.
I can agree with that because remember he did the track with the Locks and we were all mad that there was no verse for me.
Yep. Oh man, good talk. That's it for this week's episode of The Break. Anybody got anything left?
Yes, I think we need to talk about Cobra Kai. I also think we need to talk about the fact that Nas came up with a genius plan that I've been trying to buy, but they keep pushing the shit back.
Because it keeps crashing the site.
Yeah. As far as the Cobra Kai, let's wait on Mary for that.
Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta watch that. That's for the breaks.
Nah, we ain't gotta do that. But I'm just saying it's been phenomenal.
Oh, Cobra Kai is listen, bro. It's one of the best written shows. Period.
Yeah, and I'm going to see Scream too. So
I will be going to see Scream tomorrow night. So yep.
It looks dope. That looked dope.
Really excited about that. But yeah, this Nas thing. What am I missing something?
He's giving fans opportunity to buy parts of his track.
Oh yeah, that I know about. That we're all gonna own a part of a Nas's track. I'm doing that.
We got to talk about the price of his bricks though. Jesus Christ.
Yo, just real quick, speaking of Nas, you heard about this Pete Rock suing him for royalties for Whose World Is This?
Are you
He
serious?
said he didn't get paid a dime. Yeah, he said he didn't get paid a dime. He's reached out to Nas' team.
Did it take him 30 years to figure out he didn't get paid a dime for it?
He said his New Year's resolution was to get his royalties owned from that.
Well, hats off to him.
That's crazy that Nas making all his money now.
He's making a lot of money. One other rapper really quick that I do love on guest features is A$AP Rocky.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Okay, I could dig that.
We need to, at one point, maybe we need to do a topic of, how can I word this? Rapping crews, right? Where the front man wasn't actually the best rapper out the group.
Oh, wait.
That's dope.
Oh, wait. You're going to have me thinking. Yeah, you got to put that in the chat, though.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Wow. Go and give him your social media. Baylor, what you got for him?
At Baylorism on Twitter, at Baylor the Great on all other social media platforms, Baylorism on TikTok, and got that PS5 too. Gamer tag at Baylorism.
All right, Marquis.
Praise key to God.
Peace, God. You guys can follow me at CEO Hayes, the CEO HAIZE. You can follow us collectively at The Breaks Radio. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, thebreaksradio@gmail.com. We are the #1 podcast for all hip hop things and culture. We will be back next week. See you lovely and beautiful people then. Peace.
Tune in to NBC tonight.